And we are back for the quarterfinals. I'm sorry it took so long. Had an issue. It took a little longer than expected. But we are going to be watching my boy Landon on
the hero.
He really is the hero.
He really is the hero.
Affinity against the Quangarang himself,
the
Duivu. And
Dewey may be a teammate, but I'm not rooting for Dewey right now.
Yeah,
I would be lying if I said I was.
Yeah, I mean, Landon's the hero, dude.
I mean, he just shows up with affinity and is just crushing everybody.
Yeah,
that's
dude.
Sick.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
This is stuff I've been dreaming about doing for. Well, it's been a while.
He's making me have a glimmer of hope for Modern.
What?
There's a small glimmer.
I do hate to break it to everybody though, as I've played a lot of Affinity.
It's a rough one for Affinity.
Oh, this is not good.
Which is even more the reason I'm rooting for Landon.
I believe though Landon does have a couple damping spheres in the sideboard.
I believe so.
So he does have some game. It's just this is a very tough matchup.
Mm-hmm.
Amulets just got really explosive draws, and they're just faster than Affinity.
Yep.
And they just another problem is the double strike.
Yes.
Because it doesn't matter how big your cranial plating guys get when they can't trade.
Correct.
And you have no way of just actually removing a Dryad.
The angles of attack that
Affinity this is a great hand. This is turn 1 Urza Saga. Goodness. Like you play Urza Saga on 1 and you zoom. Like that's what you want. So
we zoom with 0 mana 2/2s.
Yeah, let's see if Landon can
not open backlist. Okay.
See if Landon can take this. We're looking at sideboard right now. You can there's the Quangarangs himself.
I'll take the Quangarang list. He's on the 61-15 special.
Yeah, and how many he's playing a Boseiju in the sideboard. 1 EE, 2 Terra Sunder,
4 Dismember.
So he's packing a lot of Singleton removal. That's not good.
You got 2 main deck Boseijus as well.
This is just gonna be like play Memnite, play second drum, kind of
play a frog.
You can't play frog.
Oh, that's right. We only have 3.
Okay, and this is a fine play. He's bluffing that he doesn't have the stuff to get a turn 2 Saga going, which is fine. Dewey's played against me quite a bit though with this deck. He's not falling for that nonsense.
Both players of the turn 1 Saga.
And we're probably going to have a
Thoughtcast. Be cooking.
Oh, yeah.
Memnite. All right.
So we're just gonna make some constructs, and you just kind of hope it's enough.
Yeah. You just kind of have to hope that maybe Dewey kept a little bit of a slower hand.
Maybe we could go for. You could go for the Gingerbread and just zoom.
Now we have a main deck Pithing Needle, right? That could be interesting.
Yes, you can get a Pithing Needle, and we could name Mycosynth Gardens.
You could name Gardens. You could name Slayer Stronghold.
Yeah, I think based on the context of the game,
you probably do just name Gardens.
Yeah, you just name the Gardens, and you got to kind of hope that it's enough.
Because as it stands,
these constructs are big.
If Dewey just has, because he can go.
Oh, he's going to Spellbomb's a good option too.
Spellbomb's also good. Yeah, I like Spellbomb too.
Yep, there's the Gingerbread for Zoom. Noted. I do not like Landon's Art of Gingerbread.
You like the new one, huh?
No, he's using the new one.
He's using the new one.
Not a fan.
It's all right.
Not a fan.
No Japanese old border promos.
No German. Lieben Kuchen Rollen.
Those ones are hard to find.
Yeah, you can't find them in Japan.
Let's see what we're gonna grab off of this here saga. Can't really tell.
Pithing Needle.
All right, we grabbed the needle.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, I like it. I like it.
That's the one I would go for.
Yeah, I think I would too. Just try to slow it down.
Yeah. Because the Titan deck, the problem is it's just so much faster.
It's also explosive.
Yeah, very much. So.
Affinity's explosive, just not as explosive as. There's no more deck that's more explosive.
Yep, and Needle's naming the Gardens. Excellent. So these constructs are 5/5s right now. We do know that he has a Memnite and a Frogmite in hand. So these are going to be 7/7s. So this is actually 2 turn clock.
Mm-hmm.
So
he's got to figure something out.
And maybe there might be an artifact land in hand too. that makes this even better. Yep.
Yeah, these things are
Chunkin'.
massive.
Chunkin'.
Bang, bang, ate you. All right, Dewey, you got one amulet. You got to figure it out.
Still can.
Absolutely,
Still very winnable.
absolutely can win.
Float mana.
Not take a lot for this amulet deck to just
No, it really
run
doesn't.
away with the game.
Worthy of mention, though, I think Dewey is on the defensive right now. Like,
Absolutely.
So, like, I think he can, if he can just buy a turn where he's not dealing with construct pressure, or like just chump the constructs, I think that's enough. That's enough still.
So you just got to get through this turn, basically. See what he can muster up.
Because 12 is a lot of life.
12 is a lot.
Dewey could go for a ring.
True. If he has a ring, that's very good here.
I don't see a ring.
No, I didn't get a super good look at his hand. This is 4 mana, though. Okay,
it's a ring.
He doesn't have a ring. Well, that's quite good here.
Yeah, Dewey's...
No reason to activate.
Yeah. Bridge. Hey, we're going to Thoughtcast here.
Yeah, Thoughtcast.
Start out, draw a couple cards.
Dig for some more cards.
I think I saw another Saga. Nope, just Darksteel Citadels. So a little bit petering out a little bit on our pressure. We can add Jeggy to hand right now, which is still pretty good.
Yep.
And you still have what, 2, 4, 6, 10 10s, 2 10-10s.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not inconceivable to say that they could each be 12 12s next turn. Oh, and Dewey's actually taken himself down to 10. So each construct is lethal by themselves.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Not good for our hero here.
2 amulets is where things get really spooky.
Get 4 mana. So we have 5 mana total. We can go to 3 cast. Yep. Oh, Azusa. Ooh, even worse.
Floating. Now we have all the mana we could ever want.
Crumbling Vestige.
I'll make a total of 3 mana.
So that's our second land drop. So we're going to go to 4 total floating mana. Right?
We'll have 5, unless he leaves us untapped. So we had 2 after the Azusa. Yeah, so now we have none floating. Or maybe we...
One or none.
We have one colorless, I believe. Yeah, I don't know exactly how Dewey is floating the mana. We have 2 more land drops.
We have minimum 8 mana to play with.
Yeah.
Minimum.
We have 2 land drops, and I believe we have 1 colorless floating.
Oh, actually, no, he didn't tap the Vestige. So it's...
Or untapped twice.
Right. So he didn't tap it the second time.
Yeah, so I assume he has 1 colorless floating.
Oh, sure. I mean, you're much better at this.
Because he had the
you're
green,
much better
the green from it entering, the colors from the first floating, and the 2 floating from the
this is
Azusa cast.
Second. Okay. These are dice representing mana, I guess.
Yeah, so we had the 1 floating, and now he's tapping it for the other one. I guess he used the color, so he still has the colored from when he played the Crumbling Vestige.
I hate this matchup with Affinity. It's so bad.
Gardens.
Oh no, the Gardens.
3.
Oh no. Okay. So we have 2 more lands.
Yep, we have 1 more after this. Grazer. Oh my goodness. Oh, do we just not have a Titan? Huh.
Could be that Dewey just doesn't have Titan.
Yeah. There's the Rot Farm. Picking up the Vestige.
Okay.
She's gonna pass. Okay.
Shadow Spear at the top is lethal.
I mean, he is 13 toughness in play.
I'm in cranial plating. Excuse me.
Oh, sure. Feeling this Grazer is not going to be long for this world.
Okay.
The Bopter.
So
They're 11/11s now, right?
this is lethal. Yeah. These constructs are lethal attackers.
Jaggy.
You just attack with the constructs.
Bonk. Yep. Bust.
Gotta eat it. Okay. Well, Dewey has.
He's got a One Ring
Dewey's got.
activation.
I think Dewey's got this locked up. The One Ring bought him enough
Yeah,
time.
he has to find a Titan, but as soon as he finds a Titan, it ends.
Didn't see Titan.
No, I saw Sunhome, a map.
Four mana, 6 mana. Do you find Titan? That's a Titan.
Yeah. Yeah,
okay.
This game is over.
Yeah.
If he really feels like it, he can get. Now, the Sunhome is enhanced, so we're going to do the Valakut thing.
Which I think is easier. It's enough.
Yep. Well,
because you have the Dryads.
Yeah,
you have the Dryads.
Grab a couple Valakuts. I guess we're going to Slayer Strong. Yeah, Valakut Slayer Stronghold. Then when we attack, we'll probably get 2. We'll get a Valakut, the other Valakut, the Vesuva. Yup.
And I believe Dewey should have one of those lands tapped because it costs a mana to filter with the Mycos and the Gardens. Not that it really matters. This game is actually over. But you're gonna get another Valakut and a Vesuva.
Yep.
So we're gonna.
We're just gonna have. We're just gonna have a million triggers. Each Valakut will be triggering twice. Yeah.
Yep.
2 amulets. It's just what the deck does. Sideboarding, no. Landon does have those.
That was a real heartbreaker there. Not gonna lie, Dewey, you're a villain.
One Ring, man. Balance Magic card.
Yep.
All right. So,
okay.
Sideboarding from Landon. He does have 2 Damping Spheres, right?
He has 2 Damping Spheres.
In.
And
Haywire Mites in.
Haywire Mites come in, and that's about it. You can make an argument for a Pithing Needle or Metallic Rebukes, but like you don't want to bring in the Rebukes because they have the caverns that don't come out. You don't want to do Needle because there's not enough targets. Or you just don't. It's a situational target.
Yep.
There's just too many things. So you want to keep it kind of lean, kind of mean.
Dewey side, he's got the extra Besaju. I'm sure he'll be bringing in. Terror Sunders, I'm sure, will be coming in. And the Engineer Explosives will be coming in.
And just thinking about this Etch Champion, I don't hate the idea.
No,
but you need a cranial plating to make it relevant.
You need a plating.
Plating's the only thing that really makes that relevant. I think it costs a little too much mana, in my opinion.
Yeah, getting it down, and then, I mean, post board having Metalcraft might be a problem. Probably not, but
Dewey also worthy of mention is not playing any Force of Vigors. Force of Vigor is pretty medium right now. Pretty mid.
It's actually pretty good right now because of the 4-color deck playing Beans and Leyland Binding and
sure.
all that. But
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, Dewey's just not playing Force of Vigors. It's just a choice. It's fine. Playing 4 Dismember instead, deciding to be better against Scam than 4-color. Which I think is fine because I think...
Yeah, I think you want to shore up your matchup against Scam.
Yeah. The matchup with 4-color is already just, like, pretty bad. So there's not a whole lot of reason.
It's not great, but I tell you what, Kyle Gonzalez knows how to pilot against that deck.
I mean, Kyle and Dewey are
aficionados.
Amulet gamers.
All I know is round 6 of that energy, no, 7 of the energy, he looks over at me. I'm playing my Wurza pile.
Mm-hmm.
He sees I'm up against Living End. He goes, "Oh God, I need to win." And sure enough, he beat 4-color that.
Damn, that's impressive.
All he played that day was 4-color and Amulet Mirrors.
Woof.
That sounds miserable.
Yeah. I sat next to doing the team event, him playing only 4-color all day. It was rough.
To say the least.
Yeah, our team didn't do too
I would expect not.
We got in the draw bracket once, and we're like, well, these Yorian players taking their 8 years to finish game 1. So...
Made a different tragic flip.
Yeah.
It's just bad, though.
Oh, cutting back up. We got Tron versus Burn. Oh, hell yeah.
Man,
we're gaming over here.
This camera is so bad.
Woo! Camera is beautiful. Sylvan Scrying. We got turn 3 wrapped up. I believe
And who is this?
this is Ren. Ren Jansen's little local player, and Drew Johnson, other local burn master. Drew Johnson.
He is he's quite good with the burn
He's
cards.
quite good with the burn cards, and all his burn cards are very pretty. They're all shiny.
Yeah. Drew and we have the same idea with our decks. The shinier, the better.
Yep. Now, let's take a look at Ren's prawn list.
Oh, off the top is a...
So the only life gain that Ren has is 3 worm coils, which are not always the best because they can be pretty interacted with. The way they interact with pretty easily, whether it be killing the creature that blocks it, or killing the creature that it's blocking, etc.
Mm-hmm.
So, and there are also no Leyline of Sanctities in the sideboard, unlike Nick Edgerly, who's also in the top 8, has 4 Leylines and has Thragtusks in the main deck, which I think makes you better against burn.
Yeah, definitely.
This Crown of the Great Creator here. Now, Ren is playing something that most people are not anymore, and that is the Trinisphere, which is better against almost exactly burn. But there's also maybe the argument to get Chalice of the Void here.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Chalice on 1 is pretty brutal.
If this is game 1, I would get Chalice. Because game 2, Drew is going to have some number of Smasher, Smithereens, and Wear Tear. And that makes Chalice worse.
Oh, this can't be game 1. There's no way.
That's what I'm saying. So I think I honestly like Trinisphere a little better because it makes him spend more of his mana to answer.
Yeah, it's post-board games because they hit Ren hit Ulamogs in the sideboard.
Okay.
Okay.
Right, back to the main match.
To the main match. Okay.
Garden's Amulet is a terrifying start.
Oh, whoa. Okay. Here we go. Cranial Plating.
We have a plating draw.
And we have in hand Oh, so Lana did bring in the Metallic Rebukes.
Okay.
I was kind of on. I can see why
you.
Yep,
no, absolutely. There's arguments for
just
it.
land. Oh, I'm a little bit. Huh. Okay. I get what he's doing. He's trying to bait out a spell with the Metallic Rebukes. As you know, I'm of the opinion that I kind of want to build up my board, and then I can, have my. So, if I played the Cranial Plating here, I'd be able to equip, and I wouldn't be able to hold up Rebuke. No. Oh, yeah, you would be able to hold up Rebuke. No, you wouldn't be able to. I don't know. I just think the idea is just too slow. You need to rumble, right?
Rumble with a Yule 1/1.
That wouldn't be a 1 with a Cranial Plating.
No, I agree.
That'd be a chonker. You're also kind of revealing your hand.
I'm not sure if attacking for 1 was worth just not playing. I guess we're still just leaving up Rebuke as the plan.
That's what he's doing. But Dewey's why would you keep... Dewey's thinking to himself, why would he keep a hand that does absolutely nothing?
This? Yeah. You must be thinking about Metallic Rebuke here. Garden's copying the Amulet. This deck printed another land that gives them access to more copies of Amulet of Vigor is kind of crazy, honestly.
Terra Sunder.
Oh, that is brutal.
Float blue.
You know what he's targeting? The Tangle Pool?
Yep, Tangle Pool.
I mean, we can rebuke it. You just pay the 3, right?
He'll pay the 3. And again, this is kind of like what I was saying, where I just don't like the idea of really not doing anything is the problem.
We got a Dryad. And just let it get countered. Play a Dryad.
Okay, so what does Dewey get? He's got another. He's got Summoner's Pact. Does he have another land that's not a bounce land? I don't think he does. Oh, Teleria West.
He bounced the Teleria West.
Did he?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, he had to bounce it.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Yep.
Play.
You're right.
So
Oh,
another
no.
Terra Sunder.
Oh,
Oof,
no.
oh boy.
Okay. This is at the point where Landon has to go, okay, my resources have been eaten up.
Now, luckily,
Do I hold up?
Holding the cranial plating has paid off a little bit here. Because Dewey had 2 Terra Sunders. So now we just have this cranial
But
plating
here's
still.
do you rumble? Or do you just give Dewey more time?
I think you had at this point. I think you just have to play the plating, equip, and just jam.
I think so too.
I think you just got to get Dewey dead.
I think the problem is the Mem Knight just trades with the worst case scenario or best case scenario is Dewey just doesn't block.
Yeah, and if he blocks,
In worst case scenario, Dewey trades his
with
Dryad and it does nothing.
But if he trades with the Dryad, that almost screams that he just has enough.
I think you just equip and pass.
I think you have to jam.
5, 7, 8 power.
Yeah, there's no way you can pass up on just 8 damage.
Well, he's been doing it for many turns, so
it paid off though. He had Dewey had 2 Terra Sunders in his hand.
Yeah, both copies from the board.
Mm-hmm.
Yikes!
So kind of got rewarded there.
And Dewey does have a Summoner's Pact in hands. This is just tight.
Yeah, if he's got
another Dryad
yeah,
too.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, Dewey.
Show me a bounce land in a pack.
Oh, he doesn't even need it. Just didn't even need it.
All right. Well,
Dewey, you're an animal.
Yep. Give it haste. Give the Dryad haste too. Fuck it.
He's just doing it twice.
Oh,
so it's a 10-10.
So it's a 10-6.
Or 10-6, yeah. And then just give it double strike.
Just doing the super simple one. I mean, he could have gotten Valakuts. He can do whatever he wants here. Assuming
and this is probably match. Dewey's probably going to show the 2 lands.
Yep. Sunhome Vesuva. The classic kill.
20.
20 you.
He's just explaining it real quick. Yep.
It's a lot.
And that's match.
If you've never seen it before, there's a lot going on.
I think Landon just waited a little too long.
Yeah.
Didn't do enough.
I'm not sure how much it would have mattered because
I don't
had those 2 Terra Sunders, but
no, I agree.
Landon did the best he could.
It's not a good matchup.
It's a really rough matchup. Yeah. But Landon top-8'd with Affinity. He's still our hero.
He's still the hero.
We love him.
Landon's the hero we need, but we don't quite deserve.
We don't deserve him. He's too good for us.
It's like the Dark Knight.
He's out here having fun and winning in this format. The real winner.
You're saying that's possible?
Look at Landon.
I don't know. Drew looks like he's having a good time.
Drew's always having a good time. He puts some mountains in that boy's hand. He's like, yes, baby. Spells.
Now, I just am curious what life totals are. I think Jansen says they're at 3.
It's a really rough life total to be at against Burn.
Yeah, if that's correct on their little spin down.
It looks like a 2, actually.
Even worse.
It's the same thing as 3.
Even
I guess it's not with the Goblin Guide in play. Yeah, I believe Ren has no immediate ways to gain life. Just the Wormcoil engines. The Haywire Mites out of the board.
Haywire Mites, yeah.
We are... Karn can't downtick, and...
The only thing that I think saves Jansen right now...
I mean, Drew could just have nothing.
There's a Rift Bolt and Suspend.
Oh. That's a problem.
Yeah.
New Karn? Or...
Yeah. I think so. Why is the Karn at 5 again?
I don't know.
Looks like it's over.
Not 100% sure who scooped there. I assume Drew won this. Because it looks like
it was pretty fast.
Drew was up a game already, and they shook hands there, so... I assume Drew won.
Yeah, again, that's a really rough matchup for Tron.
Yep.
Especially like, Drew's really good at, played Burn a lot, so he knows exactly what he's looking for.
What he needs to do.
And a lot of Burn players keep a lot of spell-heavy hands. Honestly,
Tron,
you just play a Goblin Guide, you can really just...
It'll deal, like,
who cares if they find Tron on 3 if you just dealt them 6, 7, 8 damage?
as a Tron player, trust me, I'll give you every lava spike you could ever want.
Not a goblin guy.
Don't show me a creature ever, because I will not kill that creature.
Anybody who goes, oh, but you draw cards with the goblin guide,
like,
it doesn't
who
help.
cares?
It doesn't help.
The goblin guide troop comes in, 3 of them, and you're just like, well, game's over.